So whenever I was doing my previous video about this box spring mattress in a box, I feel like I didn't do you guys justice because I couldn't get all the screws off as fast, but I still wanted to show you guys how it comes apart. And so I took off all those screws since the previous video, and now I'm coming back on. I want to show you guys how I'm putting it away and whatnot. First of all, hi to all the new dads out there. This is Dad Reviews. This is where I give you my unedited, hopefully more authentic look at the products that we like, use, and have and are putting away to keep for later. So if you're interested in that, you might want to consider clicking that subscribe button. So this is the Zinus box spring in a box, and I've got it all disassembled here. I want to show you guys kind of how that works and then how much you can collapse this thing down so it is easier to store. So let's do that today. If you guys want to check out this thing too, I'll link it up down in the description below. But what we have here, as you can see, I took off all of the little screws and nuts here. One thing I wanted to tell you guys, a good way to like save your screws or to save your nuts so that you don't lose them is just to simply screw them back into the screws that they were already in. That way you won't lose them again. So there's 4 on either side here, so I'm going to try and do this as one-handed as possible because I don't have a tripod, as y'all know. Let's see, we got that one, last one. Come on, can we do it? Can we do it? Oh, almost. We almost had it. Can I do it? One-handed. Let's do this, Lane. Here we go. Oh, and winner, chicken dinner. Of course, now you have 4 more on the other side as well. You know what? It'd probably be easier if I lay it down since there's already a part. Lane, you're an idiot. You should have did that from the beginning. All right, so we got these 4 screws now nice and secure on here so I won't lose them. Now, the other thing that I had to take apart that I mentioned were these Allen wrench bolts right here. So it does come with an Allen wrench to help you put this thing together. But these just work by, you have this piece right here, and you have this angled piece right here. This is either the top or the bottom of the bed frame right there, because this is where the curve is. And this side piece just simply slides on into there. I'm literally doing this with one hand. This is how easy it is. And then you'd take your nut and you would screw it in right there and then use the Allen wrench. There's one on the top and one on the bottom as well. But we're not wanting to put it together. We want to take it apart. So we have one piece here. Again, this is where those the U-shaped thing where the slats go in. These flat slats, which I really like how thin these are because they're going to be super easy to store away. You have your other piece right here. That's 2. Then over here, we have this piece that we just put those screws in. And then we have this piece, the other side. And then this is your middle brace right there. The hardest part that's going to be to keep away is probably these 2 pieces because they have these kind of upswings on them. So that's going to add a little bit more extra space that you're going to need in whatever container you decide to put these away in. Another thing too is you could just put all this together like this and like wrap some twine around it or something like that to hold it all together whenever you go to store it away. Then of course you have all these, your slats right here. I believe there's about 10 of them if we counted correctly. So we're going to want to put all those right there next to this thing as well. And then of course you want to make sure that you don't lose these Allen wrench screws right here. There should be 8 of them as well for either side. Let's see, I'm lost. Oh boy. This is Dad Reviews in real life right here. Okay, look, there's 1, there's 2. I think that might be all of them, hopefully so. Do y'all see any more? Oh, there they are right there. 1 and 2, and this is the Allen wrench that works with it. So we can go ahead and throw all that in there too, because you know every company gives you these Allen wrenches. I swear, the person, the company who makes these Allen wrenches that are given to products to be able to just put in with the products is making a killing off of these things because every manufacturer buys these things. It's crazy. So we have all that. Now, to keep these types of screws, since I don't think that they were going to screw well into the metal, I like to get a Ziploc bag, and then I tape the Ziploc bag to whatever it is that's going, that I'm trying to store it with. So I'll find, where are all of our oh, they're down here, yeah. I don't want a big one. I just want a small one. Give me a small one. One of these little sandwich ones. We need a little sandwich Ziploc bag. So I'm going to use that to store the rest of these bolts in. And then, I mean, that's pretty much piled up right there. You don't really have to do, you just like I said, wrap that up or throw it in a box or something like that, and then you're good to go. The only other thing that we need to worry about now is the covering that goes on this bed box spring mattress right here. So this is it right here. Like I said in the previous video, you might want to wash it if it got dirty. Honestly, this one's not that dirty, but I'm going to see if my wife wants to wash it. But I'm going to zip it up just so that it all stays kind of intact. And you can, since this is square, you can literally just kind of fold this like you would a sheet or a blanket or whatever, and it folds up. You can, since it's so thin, because it doesn't need like a lot of material in there, because it's literally just a covering for it, you can easily fold this thing up to be super duper small so that it takes up hardly any room wherever you're going to put it. And look at that. That right there, not even bigger than me. Look, this is me laying down next to it. Is a box spring mattress in a box. This thing right here is great. Highly recommend it. And like I said in the previous video, it doesn't squeak whenever people jump on it or anything like that. So we haven't had any issues with our son, waking up in the middle of the night because he was moving around in his bed and the metal was making noise. Nothing like that. We haven't had any issues with that at all. This thing never ripped or tore, so it tells me it's a pretty good durable material, because our kids, they're as they grew, they needed to step on something, so they would step on the braces of these box springs to be able to get down into there, or they'd step on this. Never ripped, never tore, never nothing. Super easy to put together. Like I said, if you guys want to check this thing out, I'm going to link it up down in the description below. Y'all go read other people's reviews about it. Don't just take my word for it. Yes, I've done 4 videos about this thing, just because I really like this thing that much. It's so versatile. Whenever you need to put it away, you can store it up in the attic, you can store it in a box, store it at the top of a shelf whenever you don't need it, because I don't know if y'all watched our previous video, but our son's got bunk beds, and bunk beds obviously don't use box springs. They just have the metal beams, or not the metal, the wooden beams up underneath there. And so we didn't need this box spring mattress, but we figured that later on in life, they might want to go back to just a single bed. Maybe whenever someone moves out, we free up another room, we add on to the house, something like that. We'll still have this great box spring mattress that has lasted us for years. We've had this thing for 3 years, I want to say. I can't remember the exact date that we bought it on, but it's just been a rock star of a box spring mattress, and I highly recommend that to any of you guys who are looking for a good box spring mattress. I believe they make in many different sizes, like king, queen, twin, full, all the sizes that you might need. But if you guys want to see my original video about this box spring mattress, I'm gonna put that right there on the screen. You guys go click that video. I'll see y'all in that video. Thank you, dads, for watching. That thumbs up is appreciated, and Dad out.